She dismissed me in front of everyone. No hesitation, no regret. Just a cold smile and a statement sharp enough to cut through glass. Your services and your pathetic affection are no longer needed. Mary said her perfectly. Manicured fingers resting on the mahogany conference table one had selected for that very space. Clear your office by tomorrow. Vacate the apartment tonight. The board members shifted uncomfortably. Some avoided my gaze. Others watched like observers at a silent execution. I simply nodded. Then I gave a quiet, controlled laugh. The kind of laughter that unnerves those who mistake composure for defeat. Because she did not realize it yet. Tomorrow was going to be enjoyable. I met Mary 13 years ago at a charity function I had helped finance in Manhattan. She was brilliant, ruthless in her ambition, and she made it appear like grace. The type of woman who did not pursue power, she simply expected it to arrive. I admired that. Back then, she admired my self-control, my method of thinking 3 steps ahead. We constructed the enterprise together, brick by calculated brick. I managed the daily operations. She managed the public image. Together we were invincible, or so I believed. The first flaw surfaced last winter. She began taking late telephone calls, whispering names I had not approved of. A new advisor here, a temporary collaborator there. Minor adjustments, strategic. She had learned well from me. Then came the electronic mail I was not supposed to see. A forwarded message from her assistant containing plans for reorganization. Every section, every position, except one mine. At the bottom, her signature followed by 2 words. Transition phase? That is when I realized she was not preparing to lead with me. She was preparing to eliminate me. I did not challenge her. Confrontation is emotional, and emotion clouds judgment. Instead, I observed, I listened. I reflected her silence, while she smiled for the cameras and captivated investors. I quietly rerouted the company's core, the agreements, the brand names, the data, all the unseen elements she never paid attention to because she trusted me to handle them. Trust, after all, was her initial error. By the time she insisted on that final board meeting, the one she believed would terminate my career, I had already rewritten the conclusion. Silently, with finesse. The night before the assembly, she returned late. A different fragrance, not her signature scent. A perfume too floral for a woman who preferred musk and control. She thought I would be asleep. I was not. I watched her remove her high heels and pour herself a drink. You will thank me eventually, she murmured to her reflection. I almost smiled. She still believed she was protecting the company from me. I let her. Every successful narrative requires a confident adversary. Then came the morning. She walked into the boardroom in a tailored white suit, radiant and well-rehearsed. I sat beside her, face devoid of expression, my resignation already printed folded neatly inside my briefcase. She gave her small speech. The board applauded, and when it was finished, when she looked at me with that victorious gleam in her eyes, I stood up, buttoned my jacket, and said only this: congratulations, Madam CEO. It is all yours now. I departed before anyone could reply. But here is what she did not know. The servers that operated our unique software, they were not under the company's name. They were under mine. The licenses we built the brand around reassigned quietly, legally, and irrevocably months ago. And the investors she thought she had won over, they had already signed with me under a new legal entity I had registered abroad. By the time her promotion reached the news, her company was a shell, the data gone, the assets frozen. I watched from a cafe across the street as the building lights dimmed one by one. The first call came that evening. Her voice trembled not from sorrow, from bewilderment. What did you accomplish? She demanded. I sipped my coffee, watching her name blink on the screen. Just following your guidance, I said quietly, clearing my office. Then I ended the call. A week later, the media termed it a corporate collapse. They blamed poor management, legal oversights, internal sabotage. She blamed me. Of course she did, but no one believed her. Not after the documents I released, signed approvals under her name, time-stamped, authenticated. She appeared careless, arrogant, and unfit to lead. Her board dismissed her in less than 2 days. I did not reclaim the company. I no longer desired it. Power shared with poison always tastes acrid. Sometimes I drive past the old headquarters. Her name is still on the building, but they are just letters now. No weight, no significance. She consults somewhere smaller. No boardrooms, no applause, just silence. She instructed me that affection and business do not mix. I instructed her that betrayal accrues interest. So, yes, she fired me. She stripped me of titles of residence, of history, but she neglected one factor. I built the system she attempted to weaponize, and systems, unlike people, do not forget. Tomorrow was fun. The day after was justice, and every day since has been peace.